Hey everybody, this is Germ, and this is the return to a series I have not done in a while. It used to be called the College Pro Tips series, but I thought that was kind of a generic name, and that's just what I called it because I couldn't think of anything better. So I have now come up with a name that I promise you is 100 times better, and that name is I'll Learn You. If you don't like the name, who cares? I like the name I'll Learn You because it can apply to a lot of different things besides just college, so who knows, maybe I'll have tons of other knowledge to share with you people. So anyway, this is a really quick rush on Caspian Border. I recorded it a long time ago, so I don't really remember a whole lot about it, but obviously that's not really the point of the video, so I'm not going to dwell on that too much. Anyway, so for those of you who have subscribed to me recently, the College Pro Tips, now called the I'll Learn You series, is basically where I, a college graduate of recent years, and by most standards a pretty successful college student, share just advice, tips, whatever, from my experience in college to help those of you who are going into college soon, or those of you who are currently in college, maybe having a little bit of a hard time, etc. I don't by any means claim to be an expert on any of this, but I'm just someone who's gone through it before, and I like to help people, so I am helping you go through it now. What I want to talk about today is the fact that when you get to college, doing your homework isn't enough. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let's talk about high school for a second. In high school, the system is set up for you to succeed. It is designed for you to succeed. Now, I know you believe high school is hard if you're in high school. Yes, it can be hard. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it is designed so that you pass your classes, learn the stuff, and graduate. Most of the skills you learn in high school, you don't go straight out of high school and take your high school skills into a job. The skills you learn in high school are not really career specific. Does that make sense? It's more general life knowledge, learning how to learn almost. You know, you're not really going to use most of your calculus in your everyday life unless you go into a math degree and go into something like that. You know, you're not going to use most of that science in your everyday life unless you become a scientist. High school is just kind of a general purpose thing. And that's good. That's what it's there for. That's what it's designed for. It works. Now, college is different. In college, you have a major. You have something that you are specializing in. While you still have your core classes that you are learning, you are really in college to learn how to do one specific thing, or to learn one specific field and become not an expert in it, because that takes years and years, but to become a proficient enough in it that you are better than average, that you have skills that other people don't have that you can use to make money in that field. And that's why doing your homework is not enough. If you meet someone who's really successful in their field, whatever it is, they don't just punch the clock and go home. You know, they don't just show up, put in what's required of them, and leave. They have a passion about it. And whatever you're majoring in college, you should have a passion about. If you're not passionate about what you're learning the wrong thing. And if you're not passionate about anything in college, I just think it's because you haven't found something you're passionate about yet. Or maybe you shouldn't be in college, because not everyone should go to college. I mean, I'm not saying people are dumb or anything like that. I believe everyone, I truly believe almost everybody is extremely intelligent, but just in different ways. And some of those ways are not book learning. Some of those ways are totally different. So definitely find something you're passionate about and learn about it. But once you find something you're passionate about, what you've got to do is that's got to become kind of your life while you're in college. Not that you don't hang out with your friends, not that you don't have free time, because those things are extremely important, but you're going to have to put in a lot of time outside of your regular classes. Those of you who've listened to this series before, or have listened to some of my videos for a while, you may know I'm a graphic designer. That is my trade. So in school, I majored in visual communication arts, basically graphic design. And so a lot of my stuff was more project-based than test-based, but I still had plenty of classes with the tests and everything. And even in those classes, I could tell I couldn't just do an assignment as quickly as I could, turn it in, and yeah, I would have passed classes, but that's not really the point of college. The point of college is not just to punch the clock, so to speak. It's not just to pass all your classes, leave with a degree. Once you leave with a degree, no one just walks up to you and hands you a job in your field just because you have a degree. They're going to want to see that you have some skill in that area, because what that degree says is, hey, I put a lot of money and a lot of time into learning how to do X. So in my case, I put a lot of time and money into learning how to be a graphic designer. So if you hire me, it should be understood that I am pretty good at graphic design, or at least I'm competent, and I can do a better job for you than whatever you have now. Well, to get that way, I couldn't just complete all the assignments and turn them in. I had to work on stuff outside of class. I had to do things that I was not required to do. I met up with a group of other graphic designers, and that was our life. Like on the weekends, we designed things, we had photo shoots, we did various projects. Anytime there was a class project, we would always go above and beyond, not because we thought we were better than other people or we were just trying to get the best grades, but because we wanted to make the best stuff we possibly could, because that's what we do now that we're all professionals. We make the best stuff we possibly can. And if we hadn't put all that time into it, no one would be paying us to do it now. There were definitely people in my classes, even my non-graphic design classes, my normal classes, like I'd be in a writing class or an English class with a lot of people who wanted to be writers, and you could tell the ones that were there because they had a passion about writing, because they wrote every chance they get. They were on the school newspaper, they submitted stuff to magazines. You know, their writing was just exceptional, and you could tell the people who picked writing because they thought it was going to be easy, or they thought it didn't require a whole lot of work, or they were already kind of good at it, so they figured, well, I might as well go ahead and do this, you know, and then I'll get a degree with it. Well, that's not going to work out for them. You know, I haven't kept up with all of them, but I can guarantee you, just like in my writing classes, in my graphic design classes, you could tell the people who were just phoning it in because they just wanted a degree. In college, you do not just want a degree, you want the knowledge. College is not set up so that you're just going to succeed with no effort. You have to put time into it. You have to try. It has to become your passion. It has to become your life. Because let's face it, you or your parents or your student loans, which you are going to pay back, are paying a whole lot of money for you to be there. So don't waste it. I mean, it's not too much to ask that this becomes kind of your life. And again, everything in balance. You still need the free time. You still need to spend time with friends. You still need to have balance. But you need to make this your passion. And if it's not your passion, maybe you need to find something else to be majoring in or something else to be doing, because you don't want to be sinking your life into something that doesn't bring you joy, that you don't get pumped up about, you know? So anyway, guys, that was the end of I'll Learn Ya for this time. I am going to try to make these a little more of a frequent thing. But thank you guys for watching, and submit any questions you might have, anything you want me to talk about, and I gladly will do that. Otherwise, subscribe if you want to see more of these type things, and thank you guys for watching.